discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking long for Thomas. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Open space inside the 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for the offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
This is it! This is it!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Of course, remember last week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. His throw incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Forced out to his. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Dante Pettis now from his end zone, and no run back.